America has endured 146 mass shootings already this year. We must stop this madness, and the way to do it is to tightly control the manufacture and sale of bullets. Conservatives have distorted the Second Amendment to make it seem like Americans have the right to carry and own any weapon of choice, although they conveniently leave out the part about the well-regulated militia. But when the Second Amendment was ratified in 1791, it could not have applied to bullets. They weren't invented until approximately 1832. Prior to this, primitive musket balls were used in rudimentary guns that only fired 1 to 2 shots per minute. Compare this to a modern AR-15 that can fire 100 rounds in 30 seconds with a 100-round magazine. There are approximately 400 million guns in the United States. That's more guns than people. So taking guns away from gun owners is impractical. But there is nothing stopping the federal government from heavily regulating bullets. No one should be allowed to buy bullets without very strict universal background checks and firearms training. All bullets for assault rifles, such as AR-15, should be banned without a special, very difficult-to-get permit. All bullet casings should have serial numbers. This way, if a person is shot, it can be traced back to the owner and they can be held accountable. It's critically important to do this to ensure gun owners are more responsible. A report from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives found that 54% of guns recovered at crime scenes in 2021 were legally purchased over a 3-year period. That's right, they were legal. So the bad guys are committing crimes with guns originally owned by so-called good guys. The ATF determined more than 1 million guns were stolen between 2017 and 2021, almost all of which were taken from private gun owners. Look, if you buy a gun, it's your responsibility to not let your firearm end up in the wrong hands. If these criminals use your bullets, you should be liable. If you can't even control your gun and ammo, you're clearly unfit to own and operate a firearm. I can hear the NRA crowd saying, "You can't do that." Yes, we can. Some bullets are already banned, such as projectiles that pierce police body armor. We regulate all sorts of dangerous weapons that the Founding Fathers never contemplated. For example, you aren't allowed to own a tank, ballistic missiles, army-caliber grenades, or nuclear weapons, are you? Although I think some would if they could. Those are all arms that the Second Amendment does not let you bear. When defending the Second Amendment, conservatives like to say, "I'm a strict constructionist that respects the precise text written in the United States Constitution. It's our job to figure out what the founders meant." Okay, but as I said before, the founders could not have applied the text to the bullet, which had yet to be invented. So the good news is you can keep your guns, but if you don't pass a strict background check, you don't get your bullets. On the plus side, you are completely free to load your guns with Founding Father-approved musket balls. If the musket balls don't fit your current firearm, I suggest you buy a musket.